Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing paradise on these earths. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. 高天原にがむずまります。かむろぎかむろみのみこともちて、すめにおやかむりざなぎのみこと、つくしのぎむかのたちわなの、おどのあぎはらにみそぎはらいたも、時になりませる。あらいどの神たち、もろもろのまがごと積みけがれを、あらいたまい清めたまえとまおすことのよしを、Amatsu kami kunitsu kami ya oyorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fujikoma no imi furitatete kikoshimese to kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kum nagara tamachi haemase. Kum nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truths given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us, radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
May God and Meishu-sama bless you.
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Turning to God. Now that I am enveloped in God's great light, I am no longer disturbed by the turbulent storms that rage in the world around me. We may be surprised to find the very fate that others experienced yesterday becoming the fate that we ourselves must face today, for such is the way of life. We cannot see the distortion caused by dark forces until it is clearly reflected in God's mirror. For those who lack faith in God, spiritual clouds are removed through suffering. For those who have faith, they are more easily released through God's grace. This grace is God's lifeline to salvation, which God sends to all who are suffering. Some fail to understand it is there, or are not able to grab it and reach salvation due to the weight of the spiritual clouds on their spiritual bodies. However, when they later experience suffering through such things as disease, accidents, or natural disasters, these clouds are lessened. As one's spiritual body becomes lighter, the ability to access this lifeline increases. However, if a person cannot grab onto God's lifeline to salvation, even after hearing a wonderful teaching, then that person's clouds must still be further reduced by some means. Even if you could force someone to grab the lifeline, they would let go or lose their grip. However, if a person receives Johrei, sufficient purification to find and hold on to this lifeline to salvation can be easily and quickly achieved.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers towards world peace, the victims of wars, of natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters. This evening, I want to share with you the faith experience of Marco Antônio Menelau from Boa Viagem in Pernambuco, Brazil. Marco is now 57 years old and he's a physician. In early 2022, he had ocular toxoplasmosis, an infection caused by a protozoan found in cats and other feline feces, resulting in blurred vision. He embarked on a journey of exams and consultations to define the most appropriate treatment. He was very sad and worried. He developed depression and took black box medications, which are prescribed medications only. For a year and a half, he bought products at the organic market of our church, but did not know more about our religion. In April 2022, while talking to a member and describing his eye problems, Marco was recommended to receive Johrei. Consequently, he began receiving an average of 6 Johrei daily. After 15 days, specialists who attended him said he was cured of toxoplasmosis. However, the symptoms continued because recovery would take a year or more. Even so, it was clear that with Johrei, his emotional state was completely changed. Mark stopped taking controlled medications and began to experience a feeling of peace, happiness, and hope, even with blurred and unfocused vision. He went from a state of lamentation and suffering to immense gratitude to God and Meishu-sama. During this period, he forgave people from whom he was estranged. Johrei helped cleanse his spirit of all negative feelings. Marco participated in membership classes and received the Ohikari Sacred Focal Point in June of 2022. He began to attend the Johrei Center almost daily, participating in services, channeled and received Johrei regularly, and read Meishu-sama's teachings. Currently, his vision has greatly improved, and he's on the way to complete recovery. However, Marco believes that the greatest miracle received was a significant improvement in his emotional state. He overcame depression and became a better human being in every way. Marco thanks God and Meishu-sama from his heart for allowing him to change his thoughts and feelings and to be useful to the divine work. He is now committed to help people through Johrei in the same way it helped to him. Thank you very much for attending this evening service and for listening to this most powerful faith experience. I wish you all a most wonderful evening.
This brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us, and we wish you a very blessed evening.